think I have the power to end this war. And I think it's going very well. But today I heard, oh, well, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal. I could have made a deal for Ukraine that would have given them almost all of the land, everything, almost all of the land, and no people would have been killed, and no city would have been demolished, and not one dome would have been knocked down.
The American president did not stop there. He went on to essentially belittle and question the authority of the Ukrainian president. He said his approval rating was at 4%. There is no evidence to back that up. The latest poll from a couple months or so ago was right around 50%. Never mind that, he also questioned his leadership and said that there should be new elections. Now, of course, there have not been elections in Ukraine because martial law was called because of the Russia invasion.
Zelensky admits that half of the money that we sent them is missing. They don't know where the money is. He said, well, we don't know where half of it is. That's great, wonderful. He refuses to have elections. It's low in the real Ukrainian polls. I mean, how can you be high with every city is being demolished? It's hard to be high. Somebody said, oh, no, his polls are good. Give me a break. Every city is being demolished. They look like a demolition site, every single one of them. And the only thing he was really good at was playing Joe Biden like a fiddle. He played him like a fiddle. That's an expression we use, Yasser, to say that he's pretty easy, pretty easy. A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move fast because that war is going in the wrong direction. In the meantime, we're successfully negotiating an end to the war with Russia, something all admit that only Trump is going to be able to do in the Trump administration. We're going to be able to do it. I think Putin even admitted that. Biden never tried. Europe has failed to bring peace, and Zelensky probably wants to, maybe he wants to keep the gravy train going. I don't know what's the problem, but he hasn't been able. He's very upset that he wasn't invited. He could have come if he wanted to, but that he wasn't invited to Saudi Arabia. But he's been working for 3 years. There's never been even meetings or phone calls to stop this war. It's a horrible thing.
God damn, I hate being right all the time. January 23rd, I made a TikTok saying that what will happen is that Donald Trump will alienate us from the rest of the world. The rest of the world will start cutting us off. I said stop inviting us to dinner. Obviously, that was a metaphor, but it's fucking happening. It's already happening. Today is Monday, February 17th, and the rest of the world is having a meeting right now in France to talk about what to do about the United States. We are not invited to this meeting. We are the topic of this meeting. We are the subject. J.D. Vance got up and opened his Christo-fascist mouth to the European Union and alienated us. They do not trust us now. We are no longer allies. We are no longer friends. And he is repeating the beginnings of World War II. What happened at the beginning of World War II? Mustache Man invaded Poland. And the rest of the world basically let him have it, saying, all right, well, if you promise you stop by invading Poland and don't come after the rest of us, it's okay. We'll let you have that one. Trump is doing the same thing right now with Ukraine. He is promising to let Putin have Ukraine, just as I predicted. But the rest of the world learned their lesson. They understand you have to stop an invasion at the beginning. Europe doesn't want Ukraine to fall to Putin because they understand the domino effect. They understand what comes next. Trump is too stupid to understand what comes next. He never learned about cause and effect. Plus, he wants to kiss Putin's ass. In 50 years from now, there's going to be some young version of me, and she is going to look back on this day, February 17th, 2025, as the beginning, the marker, the day things changed. And we get put in the axis of evil with Putin. We are the bad guys now. We're the bad guys.